Guys, we're here to review the Perception Conduit 13. It's a 13-foot crossover boat by Perception. You can get these from Dick's Sporting Goods. You see them anywhere from $5.99 to $800. Pretty nice looking boat, I'll say that right now, but we're just getting into this. We're going to check it out. We're going to see if it's worth a buy or if it's something you should pass over. So I've just paddled a little bit in this boat, probably a couple miles, and feels pretty good. One complaint with the seat back so far, can't figure out how to get it adjusted. You see I've got my skirt on right now, and that's probably got a lot to do with it, but trying to get the seat adjusted from underneath the skirt, still can't do that. But I think the first step is let's get this boat out of the water so you can have a closer look at it. All right, we're back. So this is it. Perception Conduit 13, sea spray color. Figured the issue with the seat out. It's me, I was doing it wrong. So these two bungees just hold the seat back. But if you want to drop it, just pull these out and it drops down. You know, it does feel a little flimsy, and I can understand why people would complain. But felt fine to me as far as comfort. So you can see it wouldn't be a lot of work to add a rudder to this boat. It's got all the things it needs. You just need to drill a few holes. You can see there's indentations here for can't tell if that's for the rudder or deck rigging, one of the two, but either way would be easy to install both. You can see we've got bulkheads, bow and stern bulkheads. Got padding. This adjusts the seat forward or backwards. And then you get your dry storage, of course, which is really on there. There we go. So yeah, I think it's a fair amount of boat for the money. I think it would be nicer if it had some deck rigging, but you know what? I can put that on. It's no big deal. It's not a problem. Lots of storage. Feels good to paddle to me. Feels like it's got a fair amount of speed. I don't know. We'll have to compare it to some other boats. Tomorrow the plan is, as a part of this review, I'm going to take the boat. Take it out to Morgan Falls area. I'm going to put in there, and I'm going to have my GPS with me, and we'll see how fast I can get this thing to go. So I'll see you guys then. So I checked my speed with GPS, and again I did get up to 5 miles an hour. So it's I don't think it's just the GPS. I definitely cannot maintain that speed for long, and the boat loses some tracking because you're just barreling. You're putting a lot of effort into moving the boat, and you do lose some tracking. I would expect that. It's not a touring boat again. Cruising speed definitely between 3 and 4. Probably on the upside of that. It feels good. It feels good. When we get the boat out of the water, we'll take a look at the bottom, It's a multi-chine, soft chine hole. It was a little hesitant about that at first, but I don't know, I feel okay about it now. So I got a pretty good feeling about this this boat. Like I said, I had it out yesterday. It felt pretty good in general. So far I'm pretty happy with it. Boat retails, I've seen it between, I've heard about people purchasing it for $500. I haven't seen it for $500. I've seen it between, I think $5.99 and around $7. I got mine from Dick's Sporting Goods. I had it delivered. I had to pay for delivery, but I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could find somewhere to buy it. That maybe that wasn't the case, or maybe Dick's Sporting Goods would run a free shipping promotion. Either way, I feel like it was worth the money. It's kind of in that sweet spot. 13 feet. You see a lot of 14.5 boats that are, really kind of light touring boats. This is, you look at a Perception website. I thought this was a Perception sport boat, and I think that it is, but it says Perception on the side. This came directly from the factory. They didn't have this in stock at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, came from South Carolina. That's where it was shipped from. And fairly new boat. I think I got my money's worth. So, like I was saying, it's between that 12 and 14 foot range. There aren't a lot of boats that are 13 feet. It's long enough to give you some decent hull speed and decent tracking. It's not a maneuverable boat. It takes a little bit to turn this boat, and I would expect that. But feels good. You look at the reviews on this boat online; they're mostly positive. I've heard a couple complaints. One is that the seating is uncomfortable. I don't find that to be the case. I do have some complaints with the seat, but it's not the comfort. It's the fact that it's a high seat, and so fitting a skirt to this boat, rolling the boat is going to be a bit of a problem. But again, it's a heavy boat. I'm probably not going to be trying to roll this boat. I'm probably going to try not to flip it in the first place. The other complaint has been it does not track well in heavy winds. So I believe that it is rudder equipable. It's got you would just have to drill some holes. It's got the mount for the rudder is already on the boat. I don't plan on putting a rudder on it. I don't think I'm going to need one. If I take this anywhere, it's most likely going to be Lake Ackworth in Georgia. There are no large boats on that lake. It's trolling motors only. So I won't have a lot of wakes to deal with. And winds aren't too bad. So I don't really think I need a rudder for this boat. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, having a good time with it. So right now I am past Morgan Falls, and I'm coming up on Azalea Drive area on the Chattahoochee. Had to think about that for a second. It all starts to look the same after a while. Beautiful, all of it. So right now, this is a comfortable cruising speed. I'm not working too hard. 3.5 miles an hour consistently. And I'm going upstream. I should remind you, I'm going upstream right now, not downstream. So I'm working against the current. We'll take a look at the GPS and see what it says. Alright, this is day 3 of paddling my Perception Conduit 13. Got a different paddle today. It's a longer paddle, 230. Lighter paddle, better paddle than I had last time I came out here. Still in the Chattahoochee, so I've paddled about a mile. Max speed has been 5.1 miles per hour. Overall average is 3.2. I haven't been paddling hard, so yeah, let's keep going and see what happens. Okay, guys, we're still out here, and I reset my GPS. I don't think you're gonna be able to see this, but my max speed is 5.6. Moving average is 3.6. Overall average is 3.0, and that's only for the last 20 minutes or so. And I've actually been stopped for a little while now, so. It's not too bad. The 5.6 that was coming downstream, but you can see this is slow, easy water, so there's not a lot of current pushing me. I'm just sitting here right now, just enjoying the view, looking at the houses. So yeah, it's beautiful. The boat feels good. I'm not gonna do a final verdict yet. I'm going to hang on to this boat a little while, of course, and a long while actually, but I'm going to paddle it over the next couple days, and I'll do a final part of the video where I'll give the verdict. So far, I feel good about it. I feel pretty good about it. So I'll get back to you. I want to paddle some more. Alright guys, so let's finish this review up. I've had the kayak out on the water 3 times now, and it's been pretty enjoyable experience. Feels like the tracking's good. It's got some good speed. If you saw me paddle, you saw my GPS readings. Those aren't accurate, of course. GPS is not accurate, so it doesn't mean you're gonna buy this kayak and do 5 miles an hour. I could convert that to knots for you, but I'm not gonna. I had a cruising speed between 3 and 4 miles an hour, and that was an easy paddle. It felt pretty good. So, cons. Why wouldn't you buy this kayak? Well, it's give you my take on it. It's a heavy kayak. Weighs about 50 pounds. So difficult to carry. So you're probably going to need something to tote it around on. That's easy enough. You can buy totes, kayak dollies, things like that. It's no big deal. There's no drain plug. So if you buy this kayak, you've got 2 options: install a drain plug or buy a bilge pump, like I've done. So that was it's a $15 bilge pump. Bought it at Dick's Sporting Goods. Well worth it. You're going to need it for sure, because even when you turn this kayak upside down, the cockpit doesn't drain efficiently. So you're going to need a bilge pump. A lot of folks complain about the seat. I can understand why. I haven't had too many problems. The only thing I did notice is there was one point where I put a lot of weight on it. I was actually pushing back to stretch, and this popped below the lip of the cockpit. It was easy to pull out, but it's not easy to push it back, but that did happen. I'm probably going to put some extra padding on this. The seat's not horrible. It's not horribly uncomfortable, but I think, the outside, the outfitting comes off. I'll probably add some additional padding inside. So that's that. So I would say the weight, the lack of a drain plug, and then the seat back are probably my only complaints, and that's, you know, you're going to get a heavy kayak at 13 foot. You can expect that. You pretty much, you know what you're getting when you buy it. I knew it was going to be heavy. The seat, yeah, I know folks had some complaints. The tracking has been pretty good. Roll this over and have a look. As you can see, you've got this, the bottom's rather interesting. So you've got this multi-chine or soft chine bottom, and I think that helps a lot with the tracking. Don't know if it helps with the speed, but I would say that this kayak is probably, the speed is probably average for this length. Keep in mind it's 13 feet, so a lot of recreational boats that are shorter, this is going to be a faster kayak. You're not going to be keeping up with the touring boats. This is not that fast. So if you look at Perception's website, they've categorized this as light touring. I think in the Perception 2016 catalog, it's grouped with the wreck boats, but really I'd call it a light touring boat. So it is, don't get me wrong, it is pretty fast, and if you paddle hard, and true, you're going to get some speed with this boat. It's going to be a comfortable cruising speed between 3 and 4 miles an hour. I was usually between 3.5 and 4 miles an hour. Again, it's GPS. It's not that accurate. So don't quote me on that. Every paddler is different. Every paddle's different. I think with this boat you get your money's worth. I think if you're paying $5.99 at Dick's, you're getting quite a good deal. So I would recommend this boat, and I'm also going to compare this boat to a couple other boats in a future video, and I'll link it in the description. So thanks for watching, and be safe.